Final gifts. Understanding the messages of the dying. We often believe that the final days of someone we love are filled only with silence, confusion, or suffering. But hospice nurses Maggie Callanan and Patricia Kelley discovered something extraordinary during decades of caring for the dying. That the end of life is often filled with messages, insights, and moments of profound clarity. Moments they call final gifts. Today, we explore these gifts, what they are, how they appear, and how you can recognize them. 1. What are final gifts? In their book, Final Gifts, Callanan and Kelley share the idea of nearing death awareness, a natural process many dying people go through. It's not confusion, it's not delirium, it's a shift in awareness, a way of communicating that's often symbolic, spiritual, or metaphorical. The dying are not out of touch. They are, in a sense, touching another reality. These final gifts can help loved ones understand what the dying need, emotionally, spiritually, and even practically during their final journey. 2. The language of the dying, symbols and messages. Many dying people communicate in symbols. They might say, "Help me pack, need to catch the train soon." To the untrained ear, this seems like confusion. But hospice nurses learn that this symbolic language often means, "I'm preparing to go. I feel my time is near. I need support to let go." When families understood this, something beautiful happened. Fear was replaced with tenderness. Panic turned into presence. 3. Visions and spiritual experiences. One of the most striking patterns in the book is how often dying people see loved ones who have already passed. "My mother is here. She's waiting for me." Callanan and Kelley emphasize these are not hallucinations. They often come when the person is calm, alert, and completely aware. And almost always, these visions bring comfort, not fear. They are part of the final gifts, reassurance that the dying are not alone. 4. The needs of the dying. Just as the living have needs, so do the dying. In those final days, people often need reconciliation to resolve old hurts. Permission to let go without feeling guilty. Presence. Someone quietly sitting nearby, even in silence. Honesty, gentle, compassionate truth, not false assurance. One of the most powerful chapters describes how many dying people hold on, sometimes in great discomfort, because they sense their family isn't ready. Sometimes the greatest gift we can offer is simply to say, "It's okay. You can go when you're ready. I'll be all right." Those words, spoken with love, can free a soul. 5. How the dying prepare for the journey. Callanan and Kelley describe how many dying people express a sense of preparing for a journey. They might talk about packing, finding a road, crossing a bridge, going home, catching a train or bus. These metaphors are powerful clues. They reveal that the dying are doing inner work, transitioning from this life to whatever lies ahead. And when families understand this language, they can walk with their loved one in a much more compassionate way. 6. When the dying teach the living. One of the most moving insights from Final Gifts is this. The dying often become teachers. They show us what truly matters, how to let go with grace, how to reconcile, how to live with meaning, how to love without holding back. Many families shared that their loved ones' last days became a time of extraordinary connection, a time when truths were spoken, forgiveness was exchanged, and hearts were healed. These moments are gifts. 7. The quiet moment of transition. Callanan and Kelley share story after story of peaceful transitions, not dramatic, not fearful, just gentle. Sometimes the dying wait for a loved one to arrive. Sometimes they wait for a moment of privacy. Sometimes they take their last breath right after someone whispers a message of love. The nurses learn to look for signs of nearing death awareness, talking to unseen visitors, reaching or looking upward, shifts in breathing. A sudden moment of clarity, words about going home. These signs are not frightening. They're sacred. They're part of the journey. 8. What we can do for our loved ones. So, what can we do when someone we love is approaching the end? Listen deeply. Don't dismiss symbolic language. Try to understand it. Reassure gently. Let them know it's okay to rest, to let go, to be at peace. Avoid forced optimism. Honesty delivered with compassion is a profound gift. Be present, not with words, but with your heart. Accept their experiences. Visions, metaphors, and unusual statements often hold deep meaning. When we meet the dying where they are, we honor their journey. 9. The last gift. Maggie Callanan and Patricia Kelley teach us that the dying are not disappearing into darkness. They are moving into a different kind of awareness. It's a deeper kind of understanding. It's a place where fear gives way to peace. Their messages, their symbols, their visions are all gifts. Final gifts of love, final gifts of wisdom, final gifts of connection. If we listen with our hearts, we will not only help them die well, we will learn how to live well. Closing, final gifts shows us that death is not just an ending, it is a passage. It's a transformation. It's a sacred moment full of meaning. May this understanding bring comfort to you, healing to your heart, and peace to those you accompany on their final journey.